It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video, and we are gonna rank the best centers in my team. So these are my opinion. Remember that beforehand. This is my opinion, and if you disagree, I mean you can disagree. Just you don't gotta be so mad about your disagreement though. So we're gonna get started on the list. We're gonna rank Boogie. Honestly, I'll put Boogie in D tier. We got to see how this list goes a little bit, but I just don't like Boogie in this game. I see some people run him. Maybe I'll move him up to C tier because maybe D might be too low. But I'm just like, I don't like Boogie's release. He can still stretch the floor out for you, but I just don't like Boogie in this game, really. I just don't. I don't think he's awful, but I just hate his release overall. Next up, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. And we're gonna rank Giannis in probably at this stage at center B tier. And I was watching JC's video. He ranked Asa Green over Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is a bit crazy. Might be gassing it. Like I like Asa Green, but he might be gassing him up too much. But I like Giannis Antetokounmpo in B tier for center position. He's better at the floor anyways. But if you got Giannis at center, especially maybe if you have some badges, maybe he'll be better. So I rank him at B tier. Next up on the list, we got Nene, probably D tier. Nene can get the job done, still play defense, still do his thing, but I just don't think he's particularly that great, really. So next up, Sabonis, D tier. I don't really like Sabonis either. Sabonis release. I mean, he's 6'9" center though. Like that is undersized so badly. It's just like, what more can you go with the Sabonis at this stage? I just don't know. Next up, we got Chris Kaman. I don't mind Chris Kaman B tier. I don't mind Chris Kaman at center. I've seen some people use him. He bangs a couple shots. He's a little bit slower, but I don't mind Chris Kaman in this game. Chris Kaman is still a good center, and I don't think he's bad. I know someone mentioned him before, but Chris Kaman's, I played against him. He's not bad. Will Chamberlain up next. I was hearing a chat. I already put him in C tier. And I'm sorry. I was reading a comment section of a different chat. I forgot what one. It's talking about Wilt Chamberlain. Bruh. Wilt Chamberlain is mid as heck. Like, he can't shoot the ball at this stage in the game. He came out season 1. He can still play. I mean, a little bit. If you use him, I mean, he can get the job done. He still has good stats. But at this point in the game, he's not better than a Chris Kaman. I would not take him over Chris Kaman or Giannis, who can pull up, shoot it. And I think Kaman, what is Wilt's speed? I don't think, did Wilt get like 86 speed? I know Wilt's a lot faster. He has 89 speed. He's a lot faster than Kaman, but I feel like for what Kaman can stretch the floor, I think that offers more for your squad, in my opinion. So I'm ranking that in the C tier. Next up is Shaq. Like, I don't like Shaq in this game. I put him in D tier. I don't like Shaquille O'Neal in this game. I had Galaxy Opal Shaq ranked low. I just don't think Shaq's a good center in this game. Like, I personally like Roy Hibbert, which we haven't got to, more than Shaquille O'Neal. So it's like, I liked him more than Shaq, so I can't rank them the same because I personally think, like, honestly, it's just, Shaq is just so mediocre in this game. Until he can shoot the ball and they change his animations, he's gonna suck. Next up, we got Sabonis at center. I probably put him in C tier. Sabonis ain't bad at C tier. Like, I think he's on that, like, level. He's only 6'9", but, I mean, hey, you want to run my center because you're a Raptor fan? You got an average center, I guess. Dwight Howard. I still put Diamond Dwight Howard in. I probably put him in that C tier at this point. Because now you got the Galaxy Old. I don't think this Diamond Dwight's a bad card. I think he's a solid center. I just feel like since there's other cards now, is there a point to getting Dwight Howard? I just don't think so. And I like Dwight Howard. I do like his diamond card. I just feel like there's better options now. Next up, we got Joakim Noah. I rank Joakim Noah in A tier. I like Joakim Noah in this game. Joakim Noah can get the job done, can bang his open threes. Maybe I'm gassing it a little bit, but I like Joakim Noah in A tier. I don't see him any issues. Like a pink diamond Kareem in a way. But now I'm like thinking about if I rank him in A tier, that means I have to rank. But he's better than Kaman though, so I'm keeping him in A tier. I don't care. We have to have more cards in A tier. We'll have more cards in A tier. So I like Noah in this game, so I'm ranking him in at A tier. Next is Sengun. I'm probably putting him at D tier at this stage. Outdated. Lacks the badges. I don't think he's absolute garbage like F tier, but at this stage in the game, he just does not run. So next we got Moses Malone up next. Moses Malone is probably on the C tier level with Siakam. He's alright. He can bang his open shots. I have like played against Amethyst Moses and he's decent, so I won't say he's a bad card. Like, he is a solid center at this stage, but he only has 63, 6'10 center. He's alright. Like, I feel like he's on that Wilt Chamberlain Moses level. I think that's perfect for Moses Malone. Alex Scar up next. This card is actually good. I think he's low-key on that C-tier level. Call me crazy. For a budget card, I gotta rank him on that little too. He is a solid card. Actually, he's like 40k, so he's not really a budget card. But he is a really solid center. And I would rather have Alex Scar. Like, I'm just looking. I can't put him in B tier because he's not better than any, but I think he's like really a high C-tier. I think he's a really good Ruby card. And I low-key think he should be a little higher, maybe, but I don't want to put him any higher than what he should be. So I'm going with C tier. Anthony Davis up next. I'll put him in D tier. I mean, you really struggle. Same with Embiid. It's like, you really struggle. Not Embiid, but the Amethyst. It's like, you're really struggling if you're using Anthony Davis at center. But I got to rank it. Next, we got Greg Monroe. I'm probably just putting him in garbage tier. He can't shoot at this stage. I mean, there's no reason to look at him. Just don't even look at Greg Monroe. We're not even going to keep garbage on the list. We're just going to keep him at the bottom where they belong. Next, we got DeAndre Ayton up next. DeAndre Ayton at this point, B tier. DeAndre Ayton's good. Like, I played against him. He gets the job done. He bangs his three-pointers. He is really good in my team. He's expensive now, but he is a solid set. He's solid in my team overall. I like him, so I'm ranking him in at B tier. Next, we got Roland. I think Roland's pretty D tier at this point. Stretches the floor good, but at this stage in the game, that's about it. PJ Brown's an interesting one. Do I think I used him? I don't know if he's on the level of Jakeem Noah. Like, I low-key like Jakeem Noah a little bit more than PJ Brown, so I'll probably go B tier for PJ Brown. It's because I feel like my S and A tier I can't have on the same level, but I like PJ Brown. If you need a center that can bang his over threes for the price tag, I think he's a really solid if he's 90k coins. I think he's really good at that price tag. Any higher than that, I feel like it's overpriced. Andre Drummond, I'll go D tier for Andre Drummond. I think Andre Drummond still can provide defense for you, but he's a little outdated, doesn't shoot the rocket. I don't think he's complete dog water, but I gotta rank him in at D tier, so I'll go with that. Chet, I'll probably put in B tier. I like Chet. Chet is, do I think Chet is gonna dog? I don't know. This is when it gets harder a little bit. Like, do I want to put Chet in C? But I feel like Chet's better than ever. I'm putting him in B. I don't care. Chet can still hoop. If you got Chet on the court, you can just know that Giannis is probably high B, and he probably is on the verge of C. But I think he's better than Dwight Howard, Moses Malone, all those cards. So I'm going Chet in C tier. Next, we got Karl-Anthony Towns. I don't think he's any better than the cards. I'll probably go C tier. He can still stretch the floor for you, so I know some people are going to like that. But I feel like at this point, just use Alex Scar. Alex Scar is better than Cat. But I feel like they're on similar levels, but that's my opinion. Miles Turner up next. I'm ranking him in an A tier. I like Miles Turner as a card. He's a solid big man. That's a diamond card. And he will provide you defense. Is a good jumper. I like Miles Turner in this game overall. And I think he's a good center in this game. Theo Ratliff up next. I don't like Theo Ratliff. I pulled him. I exchanged him for badges. That card absolutely stinks. I'm sorry. He's just not that good. No. Asa Green at center. At center, I probably go C because he's in the same level as Siakam. Like, he can do his thing, but like, Asa Green at center though. I mean, I just not liking it. I might have to go. I go C. I use him at the 4, but I mean, he can stretch the floor, undersized, but he can stretch the floor. Willis Reed up next. Willis Reed I think I gotta go high B tier for Willis Reed. I don't think he's on that A tier level, but I think he's on a high B. But he's like I like him more than Giannis, but I just don't think he's better than Miles Turner or Jakeem Noah. I just do not believe that. Jaren Jackson, S tier. I love Jaren Jackson. That card is so good. He plays above his stats. I just love Jaren Jackson in this game. So I think he's elite and solid. Jared Allen's up next. Since he's 6'9", he was 2 inches bigger before, and I just don't know how I feel about him. Probably go B tier, though. But I don't feel like he's better than Giannis. I just don't. I'm going to have to go C tier for Jared Allen. Just because it's a center and not power forward, I still think he's good, but like I don't think he's better than PJ Brown or Giannis. Like, we got to remember that, or Willis Reed. So I got to go C tier with Jarrett Allen. I do like the card. I just don't think he's better than the other cards there. Rudy Gobert up next. I probably go B tier for Rudy Gobert. He can guard the paint good, dodge it, inside big. If you got an inside big, Rudy Gobert is a good inside big. Next up is Roy Hibbert. It's hard to rank this card. I like this card. I put him in C tier. I like Roy Hibbert in this game. I don't care what no one says. I know he has 47 speed, but I use him against the low seeds, and Roy Hibbert just beast. He has a big player model, really good. Hey, if you're on the lower seeds, I wouldn't mind using Roy Hibbert. The dude is a dog in this game, and I like them. So we're ranking him in at C tier. Next up, we got Jack Sigma. I probably put him in S tier as well with Jack Sigma. I'm probably going to have a short amount of cards in S tier, but Jack Sigma, elite jumper, a big player model. I like Jack Sigma in this game, and he fits the meta of this game the most. So I would rank Jack Sigma in S tier. DeAndre Jordan, garbage. Absolutely a garbage can. Like, he just absolutely sucks. Doesn't play in this game. So I'm going with that. Artis Gilmore up next. It's hard. Probably go C. I'd probably go D tier Artis Gilmore. Like, he's just not that great. Like, unless you're doing this set, are you really trying to use Artis Gilmore? Let's be for real quick. Like, you know. Jermaine O'Neal up next. Probably go C tier for Jermaine. He can still bang shots, but, like, his release is slow. He's okay. His animations aren't the greatest. I just rather have Siakam over... I'd rather have Siakam over Jermaine. I don't know. I think both of them in the same tier. Zion, I'm probably going D tier for Zion. Zion just is way undersized as center. Probably shouldn't even be on the center tier list. But if you are a Zion fan, I mean, he's in D tier. Next, we got Dirk Nowitzki. He's a fun card, so I put Dirk in C just cause. But he's better than Cat. So I'm going low B for Dirk. Because Dirk is still fun. I still think Dirk is better than Cat at center. So it's like, I don't think Dirk is better than Willis Reed. He would have to be in like some B- type retro stuff. Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to, like, maybe need to make a list below it and have like a B-. I mean, this is like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe because it's like tough with this. Like B- and Rudy Gobert. Dirk will go right here. And DeAndre Ayton. Heyman can stay. And Chet. Yeah, we're using a B-. Screw it. So we can divide this pretty better. Because honestly, it's crazy to have all of them. So honestly, I like this more. I think this B- thing was perfect. So, you know, it was a good add-on. Man, I want to give myself an Air 5 for this idea. Air 5. Okay, we got David Robinson up next. I probably go B- for D-Rob. I don't mind D-Rob. I think his release is literally broken, but hey, that's just me. I think his release isn't. I still struggle with his release. I know other people have the same issue. I'm not alone, but he's alright. Next, we got Brad, and Brad Darnley is actually good. He can guard his own, so honestly, I like him at B- right now. Brad is great. I do like him. He's not on Chet. I would rather have PJ Brown, but I still like Brad Darnley there, so I like him there. Joel Embiid up next. Let's see. Joel Embiid, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I probably will put him E. Do I put him in A? I'm just gonna put him in A tier. But it's like I'm gonna want. I want to divide this so then y'all know who is better. But I'm putting Kareem in B tier. I like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I do. But I think Jakeem Noah's a tad bit better than Kareem. So I'm going with that. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is good. So I'm going with B tier for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't want to have so many cards in S tier. Next, we got Akeem. I'm putting Akeem in B tier as well because I feel like they're like the toughest of the bunch. But I think Noah and Miles Turner are better than both of them. That's just me. I think like I'd rather have them on the court. And I think for you, you'd rather have them on the court as well. So I don't mind this in B tier. Next up, we got Joel Embiid. I probably put him in, it's harder now. I'm putting him in A tier. Joel Embiid is elite. I like Joel Embiid in this game a lot. I still think his jumper's on the slower end, but I like him more than the Kareem Embiid. So honestly, I think he is decent in my team. Next, we got Evan Mobley up next, and I'll put him in B tier as well. Decent, solid, really good. I just feel like it's releasing on the slower end, and slower releases do suck. Do hinder cards. And Wemby probably needs a tier of his own, but he is the GOAT of GOATs. One of the best centers in the game. Overall, one of your best overall centers. Absolutely elite. David Robinson. I would go A tier for D-Rob. Even now, it's like D-Rob is still an A tier center. I just don't think he's on that S tier level. I feel like he's inconsistent sometimes. And you can disagree with me on the D-Rob thing. I just don't think D-Rob is better than Jaren Jackson. I will stand on it. I still think I played more days and Jaren Jackson still outperforms D-Rob. My opinion, though. Kevin Garnett, I go B tier for KG. KG's release is good. It's just very slow. Just remember, the B tier list can all play. Like the B tier, the B minus, even the C, honestly, are all really good in this game. So just remember that. Mutombo up next. I don't know why I see Donovan Mitchell. Mutombo up next. I probably will go B tier for Mutombo. I don't think he's better than Embiid, Miles Turner, Noah. I don't think he's better than any of them, but I like it. So I'm honestly going to go with Mutombo in there. If he could shoot a 3, he'd be A tier, but I think I would rather have them over him. But I do like Mutombo as a card. If you like your inside bigs, he will be great. Dolph has one of the worst jump shots in the game. Nobody's going to use him. Absolutely garbage can. Zach Rudolph up next. I probably would go B minus. He can still pop the free here and there. Guard up. I don't mind him. So honestly, this is the list. And obviously, if you have hidden gems and you want me to, I mean, all the center hidden gems are pretty good for the most part. So I don't really see the point of ranking them. Like, they're all pretty good. Like, a lot of them, like Dave Cohen's elite, Marc Gasol, they're all good. So unless you get real gameplay, it's really hard. But it's going to be my center tier list. Let me know in the comment section. Do you agree, disagree? And yeah, let's me know. And I will see y'all in the next My Team video. And give me a